And what are we up to today? We're going to do an upload, an update on the listening room, little studio project. Got all the carpet tiles down. They're looking great. That sofa, I flipped it up over on its back, and below it, there's what's this stuff? Carpet underlay and rock wool. And I managed to be able to stuff it in the handle things at the side. And the bit at the back, I've managed to get one bale of rock wool into that old sofa. I'm going to give myself a thumbs up for that one. I've started working on bass traps. If you have been following the series, you'll know the floor is one massive bass trap, okay? The way I'm thinking about it is, if there's a big sub bass note in here, it's not going to notice the timber. It's going to go through, hopefully resonate and dissipate under the floor. In the corner, I always says it was going to be a bass trap over there as well. Let's go and have a look at that, shall we? Oh, that's the old pallet wood that Paul from the Hydro in Glasgow gave me. So the idea with this thing is I'll pull it back, staple material on the back of it, and that'll hide all the carpet underlay that I've put on the walls. So it might be white material, but white will dirty real quite easily. I'll put some material over it and hide it. So that's a couple of layers of the carpet underlay. You can hear it works absolutely amazing. There's a couple of layers in there as well, but there's a big gap. So unfortunately, I'll put rock wool in bin bags and make sure none of the dust gets out, and that'll be a big bass trap in there. Rattled in a couple of 13 amp sockets. And that's some digital and analog cables over here. I'm currently working on a table outside. There's a table sitting at the end. The cables run under the floor. They'll be built into a box here. So the idea is kind of, you sit in the arm of the chair, play into that corner, maybe an acoustic guitar or whatever, and it'll give you a nice damping sound if you turn into the room, get a bit brighter. Below that, right, so the TV is going to get mounted up in that gap that I've not stuck any carpet underlay on. Below the television, this is going to act as another big massive bass trap as well. There's about 4 layers of that already. If I've got enough of it, I'll pull it all the way out until it's flush. Then I'll make some kind of funky wooden structure again. It might have material on it. It might be wooden slats. So, and behind the speakers on both sides, I've currently done it's a couple, you can hear it, man, it's great, right? Compared to that, absolutely nothing, you know. So there's a couple of layers stuck to the wall. There's a part of me that thinks the entire gap behind the loudspeakers should be filled with carpet underlay and high density rock wool. But the best thing to do is switch these on, get them making a noise, and have a listen while the stuff's working. There'll be a big bass trap over there. That's just some more rock wool that's going to go under that sofa. So massive bass trap. Beginnings of some kind of dampening behind the speakers. I'm sure they'll have to come out in an L shape to try to cut down reflections coming off the back of that. But massive bass trap there. The whole floor's a bass trap. The whole sofa's got an entire bag of high density rock wool on it. Table there, there'll be something up to the roof to try to get the corners done. That corner over there, you can kind of see the plan. TV goes up on there. Bingo, bango, bongo, bango. Almost as if the job's nearly done, isn't it? Excuse me. I have been breathing in some amount of that stuff. Nasty. Whoa! Think a bit of my lung come out. Any other observations or... Oh, I finally did all the fire strips round the doors. The difference that made was astonishing, honestly, in cutting down the workshop noise. And I just spotted today as well, I've actually routed in another channel in the doors for foam. And I just put a handle on this one as well. I think I'm going to be working on the room. Hear the noise that makes? Let's do that again, Phil. Listen to this, right, I'll go quiet. You can hear that, see it tight. I think I'll be working on the room for another year. I want to double skin the plasterboard in the outside of the rooms on both sides. I'm going to give myself a pat in the back. The amount of time and effort and energy I put into the doors, I think I'm going to get back. You can begin to feel it when you walk into the room as well. Acoustically, everything's changing. And let's see what happens if I come over here. Oh, come over here and start talking into the wall. Hopefully that'll give you an idea of the proximity effect and dampening we'll get. So, is it done? Kind of done, isn't it? I need to tidy up. I put a couple of sockets there. Socket there. Socket behind that one as well. It's just still all a bit done, but that's the bulk of the building work done. Happy guy. Well, thanks for sticking with me on this long, epic journey. And I think I said the last one I did that this will be the last one before it's making noise. Hopefully the next time you see a video from in this room, I will be doing some recording in it. So, cost me about 2.5 times the amount of money I thought it would have cost to do it. And I reckon I'd have had it done in 3 or 4 months. It's taken the best part of a year. So there you go. There you go. If I was a professional builder and I was better at doing this stuff, it's not a year-long project. When I say that, I'm talking about weekends, nights, and downing tools, and when I'm not doing other work, I come in down here and do it. So it's a weekend project. I would say it's taken the best part of a year to do it. It's still not finished. And I suppose the next one as well is, I've never actually thought about what the place was going to look like. So that's quite interesting. You can't really go wrong with polished wood and white, can you? So, and I've got skirting boards and stuff cut for along there as well. Don't know whether we'll use it. The main priority, get the gear in, buzz through all the cable. Did a good job there, didn't I? Get the gear in, buzz through all the cables, and start getting tunes coming out the building. So, smashing bananas. And is there anything else to talk about? I did a video a while ago for these cables. Were on the Hoover. And it was quite funny. A couple of guys made comments. Gavin Niven, brilliant guy. He made a comment about we should have used a Henry the Hoover, right? When I did that, the cable was sitting about here. I did a test run on the speakers before I buttoned all the floor up. And it turns out that was just bang on the area where you wouldn't have wanted a mixing desk. That's when it started sounding crap. So I had to pull all the floorboards back up and reroute just about every one of these cables because I'd ran them to the wrong place. So there's a top tip and a word of warning to you all. Make sure you know that acoustically your mixing position is going to be in a good place before you run all the cables to it. Otherwise you might have to rip everything back up and do it again. Alrighty. Game time for your old Uncle Phil. Thanks for watching, and as I says, hopefully it should be exciting times ahead. Next time I upload, I don't even know who they're going to be yet. Hopefully there'll be some musicians sitting in that chair making music that we can kick round about the world, and hopefully get me a couple of quid, because I took some hit this year financially. That low emission zone and all the rest of it. Rant for another video, but see you later. Right, bye.